I'm a financial life planner. I didn't grow up with money. I know what it's like to feel poor, and I wanted to be better.
Gavin Fineff is a father of two from Sydney's North Shore who's been living with a dark secret.
I had to tell my family that there's a part of me that they have no idea about.
He's preparing to make one of the toughest calls of his life.
Hey, son.
Hey, Mum.
Can you hear me? It's okay.
It's pretty bad, hey, Mum.
If I could bloody take your place, I would. If I
Nah.
could take all this pain away from you and do what you have to do for you, I would.
I need
That's
to make
okay,
it
because
right.
that's what-
Things have gone spectacularly wrong because of Gavin's addiction to gambling.
When the option became online and on your mobile, I guess that's when it started to become serious. Whenever there was money available in my account, in my personal bank account, it would be nearly impossible to leave it there. In fact, the figures speak for themselves. It was impossible.
Copies of his transaction history with the TAB seen by 730 show his addiction spiralling out of control in 2016 and 17 as the frequency and size of his bets ramped up.
When I was doing it, didn't know I was out of control.
Instead of being asked if he could afford to bet tens of thousands of dollars a day, Gavin was granted VIP status and was offered incentives to gamble even more.
Events, dinners, lunches, rewards.
His income was around $130,000 a year. He says the TAB didn't question his gambling losses, even when he lost more than his yearly wage in a couple of days. He'd started betting with other people's money as well.
Obviously, I knew that I was losing money, but it would quickly turn to focus, determination, optimism to fix it and get it back. And in my mind, there was a plan to do that.
Innocent people have lost their money because of your gambling. How do you feel about that?
I feel it when I wake up in the morning and all I want to do is make amends to it, and I hope with all that I am that I get the opportunity to do that.
While Gavin was racking up huge losses with the TAB, the company was being punished for breaking the law.
Gambling giant Tabcorp has been hit with the biggest civil fine in Australian corporate history, fined $45 million for not properly reporting suspicious betting.
AUSTRAC, the financial crimes watchdog, had put all betting agencies on notice of their obligation to monitor customers and report any suspected proceeds of crime.
They're required to report suspicious activity to AUSTRAC and to do enhanced due diligence on their customers.
More than a year after copping its record-breaking fine, the TAB finally asked Gavin how he could afford to make such massive bets. By then, he'd lost close to $4 million.
They asked for proof of income. I didn't respond, and then they froze the account.
Lauren Levine from Financial Counselling Australia thinks it was all too late.
The betting agencies should have known really early on, in Gavin's case, that the numbers didn't stack up. So if they'd stepped in early, it would have been a small loss for those innocent victims, not the staggering amount that was lost.
Despite his account being frozen, the nightmare was not over. A few weeks later, out of the blue, Gavin says he received a phone call from a Ladbrokes representative.
He made contact with me. I wasn't a customer at Ladbrokes. I had no account with Ladbrokes. I know that he worked at TAB. He contacted me and offered thousands of dollars of bonus cash to give them a go. How could I say no to that?
Gavin's account with Ladbrokes was set up under a fake name. He claims it was done by a Ladbrokes staff member.
He set up the account with my first name, a completely different surname didn't use ID and has never asked.
Betting agencies are required to know their customer and undertake the appropriate identity checking processes to ensure that the customers who they're dealing with are who they say they are.
Another betting agency targeted Gavin around this time. He received a call from BetEasy offering a similar deal.
It's clear that he also knew my betting activity through my time at TAB, and it's obvious that he also took my details and made contact with me through that. How else could he contact me?
Neither BetEasy or Ladbrokes would comment as to whether its staff knew Gavin Fineff's account had been closed at TAB because of his inability to show proof of income.
It seems to be something that happens in the gambling industry where there's trade in these really profitable losing gamblers. They traded like property.
In a statement, Tabcorp said employees are subject to strict obligations with regard to customer information and confidentiality. Gavin was able to continue losing millions with the assistance of bonus bets. In total, BetEasy gave him around $3 million in free bets.
This behaviour is absolutely disgusting.
In a statement, BetEasy said that it takes seriously its regulatory and responsible gambling obligations. By March this year, Gavin had lost a staggering $8 million from the 3 betting agencies. How he accessed much of those funds is now the subject of an investigation by New South Wales Police.
It's not in anyone's interest to have so much gambling with so much harm and the bill picked up by innocent victims of crime, by taxpayers. In the UK, they can force betting companies to pay back the proceeds of crime.
I'm starting rehab tomorrow.
I'm taking accountability for this, or doing my best to do that, and they're not, and they have to. Surely there's a duty of care, and if there's not, there needs to be one.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.